There is something curious about the Delhi monsoon. For weeks, sometimes for months, the city waits. The roads radiate heat, the trees gather dust, people glance at the sky every afternoon, hoping. And then one day the clouds finally surrender. The rain arrives, not politely, but all at once. The streets flood, traffic slows, the horns replace bird songs. Some people complain, some rush for shelter, some worry about reaching home or office. These past few days, Delhi has been receiving rain like that. As I watched it falling through the windshield of my car this morning, I found myself traveling, not across the city, but back through my own life, because Delhi did not merely teach me how to live in a big city, it taught me something about rain and perhaps something about life itself. When I first came to Delhi as a young doctor, everything felt unfamiliar. The summer seemed endless. The roads simmered under the afternoon sun. The trees looked tired. Everyone waited not for winter but for rain. Then one afternoon, the skies opened. Water rushed across the compound of our hospital. People hurried indoors. But one senior officer did something I have never forgotten. Instead of avoiding the water, he walked straight into it, almost joyfully. He looked at me and smiled, and then he said something that sounded almost absurd. This rain isn't only meant to get you wet, it is meant to be enjoyed, almost eaten. I laughed. Who says such a thing? Seeing my surprise, he smiled again. This rain, he said, has taken months to arrive. The earth waited, the trees have waited, the people have waited. When it finally comes, don't merely run from it, receive it. More than 30 years have passed, but those words have never left me. Years later, I bought a light blue Bajaj Legend scooter. Anyone who has ridden a scooter through a Delhi monsoon knows what happens. The rain does not politely fall around you, it finds you. By the time I reach office, my shirt would be soaked, my trousers dripping, my shoes filled with water. But more than anything else, I worried about my laptop. So I developed a routine. The laptop went inside a plastic cover, and then another plastic bag, and then into the backpack, and the backpack went inside the raincoat. I bought the best and the biggest raincoat I could find, large enough to hide everything underneath, layer upon layer. Not because I loved rain, because I was preparing for it, or perhaps protecting myself from it. One particular wet morning, I reached office late. My senior officer listened patiently. Then he said, "You cannot tell your senior officer that the rain delayed you. Leave earlier, carry an extra set of clothes, change after reaching." It must have been a practical advice. Professional life demands preparation, and he was right. I accepted the lesson, but another thought quietly remained with me. I wondered if one day I become the senior officer and one of my younger colleagues could not reach office because the city itself had come to a standstill. What would I do? Would I insist on punctuality, or would I simply begin the meeting and say, "His caught in the rains will start"? That day I realized leadership is not only about expecting preparedness. Sometimes it is about making room for human realities. Years passed, the scooter became a car. I no longer reached office drenched. My laptop remained perfectly dry. My meetings began on time. Everything became easier, but something else happened so quietly that I hardly noticed. When dark clouds gathered, my mind no longer saw rain. It saw traffic, roadblocks, waterlogging, delays, appointments, meetings. Every shower became a calculation. The fear had moved from the road into my mind, and somewhere along the way, I had forgotten to enjoy the rain.